Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Guys, how are you liking the new stuff? I just got this stuff. I was working on this stuff last night and then this morning. So hopefully you guys like the new overlays. We wanted to hop into it here. Don't want to be missing this. So I'm going to get this moved over here real quick. We're going to get swapped over to the screen. We're going to be tuning into Madfinger Games live stream about the next discussion for the 0.3 update, Winds of War. We're going to be going into some in-depth discussion on the optimization as well as quality of life for the game. So we're going to get into that. Thank you for the like, guys. It's greatly appreciated. We're going to hop over into it here very, very soon, pretty much right about now, so we don't miss anything. Here we go. Let's get into it. Oh, and I have it muted.
And about our optimization efforts, which are all things that are going to come a little bit later, because at the very start of the
What's
stream,
going on, Rex? Welcome, and thanks
so
for
first of all, I'm
swinging
going
on
to
into
say
the
what
Twitch
to
side.
expect on this stream, okay? So first off, Johanny is going to be talking about all the technical things that I know very little about, but hopefully this is going to be fruitful conversation somehow.
I try to keep it
simple.
Understandable.
Thank you. I gave you the briefing, like explain.
All right, I do want to check something else. I want to see if this is
Yeah. We do a lot of that.
this one's
All
working
right.
as well. Hold on
And
here.
the second part as well, our lovely game designers Marek and Petr are going
All
to
right,
come
not
join
too
us,
bad,
and
not
they're
too
going
bad.
to be talking about all the quality of life features and the changes in game flow for the update 0.3 Winds of War.
Pause the,
So
music
expect
here.
that in the second half. There is not any major big event that we're going to be playing here on the screens. We're just going to be playing the game. We're going to try to play, from what I heard, as much of the starter town as possible, only with shotguns. So we try to gamify it a little bit, but yeah, it is going to be mostly about interactions with you guys, with the chat. So they're going to be answering all your questions. So that's first things off the list. The second thing is, guys, we are trying to save a life, and I don't mean figuratively, I mean literally. There is a very sweet girl, 2-year-old girl called Madlenka. She's Czech, and I encourage you, if you are Czech, to visit a page which is going to appear somewhere below us here on the screen. It's called avalon.cz. That's it. So if you're Czech, or if you're thinking of doing a trip to Czech Republic, check out this webpage. And this girl, she needs a stem cells in order to survive. She has a very, very rare disease, and Madfinger Games is trying to raise awareness, and we're also donating a bunch of money to
Good afternoon, Holly. Welcome in. Thank you.
To help this girl out, because she, unfortunately, at this point, she has 3 weeks. So the time is ticking.
Oh no, I don't think the
Better
live
be
chat's
quick.
going on.
Better be quick. If you can, majority of the offices already were registered for the stem cell donors. I don't know if you know that even, which is super cool. So yeah, we're trying to do some good in the world also this way.
Okay.
The other thing that we're trying to do here is to support the veterans. Something that is an initiative that Rick is pushing quite successfully. We are communicating with a bunch of veterans agencies, and we're trying to offer an opportunity for veterans to enjoy themselves, and relax and have fun, and forget maybe about the traumatic events that they been through. So if you are a veteran, there is a special place for you on our Discord server. There's dedicated channels where you can chat with other veterans and give feedback for the game, because we are working with professionals.
I
to
did
make
not
sure
know
that
why
game is
the
as authentic as it can be. So
chat here is not
with that out of the
working.
way, there is one last thing that I
It
need
should
to
be
mention
working.
before we jump into your topics.
Fine.
And that is, we are starting to collect your applications for an experimental testing of 0.3. Big deal. We're thinking that in April, the experimental is going to start, and we are already collecting your guys' applications, like I said. So after the interview part of this stream, we're going to walk you through how exactly to apply. And Foxig here, who's walking behind us, has been very adamant that he wants to walk you through it step by step, because if you fail any one of these steps, you're you're done. You're not going. You're not getting in. You know.
Yeah,
So Foxig is going to help us explain how to enter our major 0.3 testing phase. So when it becomes relevant. Yeah. Application rejected. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Johanny, welcome.
Tell me. Thank you.
Welcome.
Let's dive.
You said that you have some experience being on dev streams.
I do, yes.
That's very welcome change. You know.
I hope I still retain some of the, experience I had.
Yeah, as you can notice already, Johanny has a very cute accent. Where is that from?
France.
France.
I'm French.
Okay, so
Yes.
we are international company, of course. So
Yeah, you can stop wondering.
and we have even French people here. So
Even.
What do you mean? Okay, maybe something about yourself. Like, what is your role in the team? And can you tell us a little bit more about your past experiences? Maybe what kind of games you worked on?
Yeah, totally. So I'm the tech director here, right? Like, so basically I oversee the whole programming department that is working on Grayzone. We have a single project, so essentially I oversee all the programmers and all the tech stuff that is happening in the company, right? So it can be IT, it can be the programmers on the project, DevOps team, servers, anything, you name it, backend. Yeah, I oversee everyone. Obviously, I'm not doing it alone, right? I have like my lieutenants, I have all my leads, and they are like dealing with the more specific issues. But yeah, I'm trying to coordinate this bunch of people and try to make it all come together so that the product is
How
perfect.
stressful is this job?
Enough.
Enough. Okay.
Stressful enough. Depends on the day.
Okay. Okay.
There are good days, there are bad days. QA dictates that. The community dictates that.
Yeah. So please, guys, take it easy sometimes. You
No,
know?
no. We need to know the stuff. Don't tell them to. They
Yeah, I mean,
shouldn't
like,
slow down.
provide feedback, but maybe don't go, super hard on us sometimes because it can get a little bit stressful.
Yeah.
But Johanny, what kind of games did you work on?
Yes, well, I have like about 10 years of game dev behind me. I started in Ubisoft in Paris. I worked on some chill mobile game that was called Rabbids Heroes, made a completely failed, collapsed in less than a month.
Not your fault, I assume.
The tech was good.
Okay.
The design was, no market. Then I worked on Just Dance for some time. So, very different community than we have here, probably. I don't think there's too much overlap between these two games. And then I moved to Czech Republic, joined Bohemia Interactive, and worked on the game Vigor for 4 years.
All right, right now, guys, I'm just working on
Here in Brno.
Nice.
trying to get some
And-
stuff
Let me just say that we're glad to have you.
up and running again. I'm
glad
still
to be
working
here.
on this.
Okay,
This is
cool.
new for me.
And yeah, 2 years ago, Mara
So,
was, poached
bear with me.
He was telling me that I should come make some better game, that Vigor is reaching the end of its
It
life.
sounds like Mara, very
Yeah.
not diplomatic.
And he was right?
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
that's
Cool.
roughly what I did.
So we're talking with somebody who obviously knows what they're doing. I think that was important to establish that because now we're getting into the thick of it.
Yes, I did sit in the BI tank.
Oh, you did?
There was a question.
Oh, okay,
Sorry,
okay.
I had to answer this one so we can, get it out of the way.
Okay. By the way, we are going to try to answer all your questions. I assume that there's going to be plenty because optimization and performance is obviously something that is a big
All right.
topic for us and a big
Just move
priority.
some stuff around here,
And
guys.
so let me just start by asking, what the hell is even an optimization process?
Right. So yeah, optimizing. I mean, I can put it very easily. Essentially, the game is doing something, and we just want the game to do the exact same thing, but faster, right? So the goal is that we take nothing out of the experience, and it should run faster on the hardware. And then there is like million ways to do it because there's so many different techniques, so many different ways to optimize something, right? So I can give you some examples, but like, typical rendering issue is if you render too much triangles, right? But like most of the triangles in the scene are actually not visible at any time, right? So this is classic. So via culling, you will get rid of all triangles that are not in the scene, send that to the GPU. That's much less work for the GPU to do. It's quicker. Impact on the experience is 0, but it's much quicker.
Nice.
Right? And essentially that's an optimization.
Are there some challenges specifically for a game like Grayzone Warfare?
Yeah, definitely. The biggest challenge we have with Grayzone is that the scale of the game, right? It's an open world, it's multiplayer, and just these two things means that the scale of your problems are much higher, right? You need to constantly think of there's 50 characters on the map, 50 players, right? And there is a 1,000 AI minimum on the map, right?
Oh,
and then
okay,
you
right.
have
I
all
think-
the problems
I think I
that
know
come with
what's
the
going
fact
on.
that it's an open world. It should be seamless. You should be able to move around.
Okay.
All of this should be networked. So, you know, yeah, that's number one problem is the scale.
And what about the Unreal Engine? I know that we don't really want.
All right, how's everybody doing on
to
Thursday
dive
here?
into it because this can be a little bit of a touchy subject.
Yeah,
but what it's like to work with Unreal Engine?
Well, it depends. If you ask artists, they love it. Right?
Yeah.
The tools are great. The workflows are amazing.
Thanks for the
like,
stream.
they've been
Hey, no
refined for
worries.
years,
Oh,
and it's, like, very
I
easy
see it,
to
I
drop
see it,
an
I
asset
see it,
in
I
your
see it.
engine, have it rendered.
Now we
Because of
got
all the default things you have, like Lumen and Nanite, it will look good without much effort. So, yeah, artists are loving Unreal Engine.
All right, I want to see how this
Programmers.
looks here, guys. Hold on.
Different story.
It can be different.
Okay. Can be.
You know, like if you stick to the basics, make a small game, it will be running very fine. You know, no efforts. But like for a game like Grayzone, because of the scale, you have big problems, right? We shouldn't forget that Unreal Engine is a general purpose engine, but ultimately each
Hold
game
on
is
now,
very
hold on.
special, right? So
Just
it means
moving
that
stuff around.
we have to take away some of the genericity of the engine, because usually the fact that some stuff are slow is because the engine is doing things we don't need, right? So we constantly have to look into the engine, find the things we are not using that we can turn off. or get
Essentially,
rid
like,
of.
can I switch this off without ruining the experience?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
Kind of. What happens if I touch this?
All the stuff is new to me, guys. All right, I'm
Seriously,
working
we're
for
crashing
it.
every
Working through it. But yeah, you're definitely
Not a
welcome,
good idea.
Rex.
Let's turn it
Or,
So I assume that there is a
get a
close
stream in. We
cooperation
won't be
between
doing a
you
very
and
long
QA,
one
right?
today. I'll
Oh, yeah,
probably
like,
be on for like
definitely.
maybe another hour,
Yeah,
maybe
like
another
QA is
two.
speaking to me every
Once
day. I
we're
speak to
done
them
with
every
this,
day.
or once we're
We have,
tuning
like,
in
a very, flowing
MFG here.
communication with them.
just be a little bit of a short stream.
How is it working with Jacek?
Well, he's a good guy. Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, you're saying something that people that watch these streams probably already know.
Yeah. You know, like now we have this bubble of like, this is the Matt Finger movie. So of course we go along.
Yeah. I wanted to ask specifically about the aspect of our work, which is called Scala, right?
Yes.
Can you explain to the folks watching what is Scala?
So on top of the Unreal Engine, another technology that we're licensing is called Scala. These guys are used to work for Matt Finger, but they decided to make like their own tech, and essentially we decided to license their tech. So we are working really closely with them, right? And Scala allows us to do things that we wouldn't be able to do with just the Unreal Engine, right? The fact we can render the map and have almost an infinite, vision, or like that we can render the map almost to infinity. This is thanks to Scala, right? The fact that we can have vegetation so far away, the fact that when you use a scope, the grass is still there. That's thanks to Scala.
Okay.
Right. So
they're making your life easier, not more difficult.
No, definitely not. Like they're solving tons of problems, right? There are instances where Scala has issues. Like the most common thing we have with Scala is that whenever like they are pushing for very high-tech optimization on the rendering usually, and sometimes because we don't understand fully all the code of the Unreal Engine and we have to modify it, sometimes it backfires, right? So we can introduce sometimes stability issues. Usually we are able to catch them before they reach players, thanks to QA, thanks to playtest, thanks to experimental. Experimental is super important for us because there is like so many issues that are like 1% or sub 1%, and we can't catch them all, right?
Yeah.
So we do experimental so that we have more data to look at. It's being tested on more computers that have different set specs, and this is really important for us.
This is a perfect opportunity for me to mention that we are going to be talking about the experimental towards the end of the stream, or the first part of the stream, and we're going to tell you exactly how to enter and help us test the game 0.3 Winds of War. Michael is going to tell you everything there is to know about
This will be a great opportunity.
in
I
a short while.
think I might.
I can't say
might put
much,
in
but
for
I
that.
can say that you want to be part of it.
Yes, yes, and we want you to be part of it because we need your help.
Yeah. There's too much good stuff coming in.
That
this
is
update.
that is true. That
It's
is true.
insane.
Can you tell me a little bit more about like what are generally the phases of optimization?
Yes. Yeah. So like, we focus on optimization all the time, right? Like people want me to say, oh no, we don't optimize ever, and then we just do it at the end. And this is true for most games, but because of the scale we have to pay attention to optimization constantly, right? We have to look at the performance of the game constantly, and not just like how fast is it rendering, because this is just one facet of it, but we also have like, we need to keep a constant look at servers also, and how fast things are running on the server. So yeah, what we do is that we have benchmarks that we run nightly, or even sometimes more than that, and we run it on various hardware, and then we can keep a close eye on the performance and really easily backtrack any problem we might have, or regression we might have introduced to performance, right? So it runs every night, and then every morning it tells us, yes, the game runs as fast as it was yesterday, or no, it runs slower today. And we have some, it notifies us, and we can directly look into the cause, and it's much easier this way than waiting for the finish line, right?
So I'm assuming that you have a bunch of monitoring tools as well to see what exactly is happening at all times, right?
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah.
Like, I think that
it's
you
part
also
of our suite of tools that we have for the project.
I know that you brought a bunch of screenshots that, I mean, I was looking at them and I didn't know what I'm looking at. So like they're going, there's going to be, when these things appear on the screen, I will ask you what the hell we're looking at, okay? Okay. One other question, I think that you already kind of like talked about it a little bit, but maybe you can talk about it a little bit more, and that is what are the main challenges when optimizing the game for different hardware hardwares, basically?
Yes. Well, like the main challenge with PC games is that it's unlike consoles, which are much easier because the hardware is set. It runs the same almost, you know, if you run the same content, it will run roughly the same, right? There is like very little run-to-run variance. On PC, it's not true. PC is like, it's a system that's not primarily made for gaming. So on top of just running the game, it runs like a million other things in the background. We usually tend to, you know, just stop them on the benchmark machines. We don't want that. And on top of that, every single GPU, every single PC in the world, or almost, are using different components, different Windows version, different driver versions, right? So there is a combination, explosion of combination of all the PCs that
is the audio good for you guys,
we
or
cannot
do I need to
optimize
turn
for
it a little
every
bit for
single
you?
of them, right? Each GPU vendor has different, like they're building their chip differently, which means that the certain computation are slower, certain computation are faster, right? And getting down to all those things, it takes time, right?
And
any chance you could boost the volume
how
of
does
the
software
stream?
affect this? Because
Amazing
I know that
timing.
some of the
Yeah,
guys
I
are
could do
running
that
some
for you.
third-party
Hold on.
things, you know, and it is creating a bunch of problems.
I just
Well,
have
if
it
you're
turned down a
encoding
little
video
bit,
while your
just
game is
like for
running,
game
it's
purposes, but I'll
taking
turn it
almost
up.
all the CPU resources that the machine has to offer. So obviously it will have a very drastic impact on the game, right? So yeah, a good thing is to,
Rex?
you know, try to have as few things running in the background as possible. That's obvious, right? But yeah.
Okay.
Encoding, decoding videos is heavy. Right? So like even just watching a stream while you're gaming has an impact on the performance of the game, right?
Right.
But I don't want to say
much
like
better.
this.
Awesome. Glad to hear.
You know, because you're watching streams, the game is slow. It's not true.
Okay. I wanted to ask, can you maybe name some specific example where you believe that you did a great job?
Well, me personally, probably not, but you know, the team.
The team, of course.
I have like plenty of example. I think the first one I would like to discuss is the rubber banding. You know, like when we launched in 01, ultimately, we had a lot of rubber banding. There was like a frequent complaint that the players had, right? And I would like to shed maybe a bit of light.
Can you maybe explain what rubber banding actually is? How it looks like when players experience it?
Yeah. So essentially, you know, as a player, you're moving your character around the world. And because our game is server authoritative, everything you do has to be validated by the server. This is like part of the security of the game. the server validates everything.
Got 2
because,
likes on YouTube. Thank you for the
players
2 likes,
cannot
guys. We
tamper
really
with the
appreciate you guys.
server,
Do not forget,
right?
we always have our
So
10 like goal
if we make it
on
server
YouTube. Let's see if we can hit
it's
the
very
10
secure,
likes
and it
today.
means that the player cannot cheat the rules.
I think
of
on
the game,
Tuesday
right?
stream we dominated with what?
And rubber banding
14,
is a
15
consequence
likes?
of
That was
that
insane.
if the server is not running,
You guys
as
are
fast as
killing
it
it
should,
over there.
you will send data to the server that you want to move to a specific location, but the server will be slow to process that.
Right.
So you will move on your client because we predict that the server will say okay, but actually the server will not say okay, and then you will go back in time, right? And this is rubber banding, right?
Yeah.
So we had this for a long time on our production servers, and yeah, we managed to solve it. The picture you're seeing at the moment is the proof that things are running fine. Each green line you see is actually one server running, and the lines are composed of bars, and green means that the server is running on target frame rate, and target frame rate means there's no rubber banding, right? And this was a huge effort because before we did those optimization on the servers, they would be running poorly. They would go into red territory, and yes, essentially it would cause rubber banding. So this was like one of the big focus. This is something we didn't. It looks like a Grafana dashboard. It is a Grafana dashboard. Grafana is very cool. Yeah, and one thing we couldn't test when we did this, when we first did 0.1, is that servers, when they are running on the same machine, right? And they are sharing the CPU. And we did test the full scale of one server on one machine, but we didn't have time to test many servers on one machine, or like having all the servers on one machine completely loaded by players, which is something that happened really quickly when we launched because we had like so many players. And this means that they were competing for the CPU, and this slowed down them across the board. How did we fix it? Well, essentially, to fix that, we need to have 500 players playing, which is not realistic. We don't even have 500 people in the company. So what we did is that we implemented a fake client that connects to the servers and emulate a player. So it's like essentially moving around, shooting, and just, triggering actions that players would usually trigger. And then we can start 500 of them using the cloud and profile what happens on the server. And then we could find all the bottlenecks that happen that were slowing down the server and fixing all of that, right?
Okay. I think that we can say here, well done.
Yes.
Because I remember those times where I saw the exact things that you were talking about, with my own eyes. And now whenever I play the game, it's no longer there. So
It's rock solid.
I mean, these green
There you
lines
go.
or
Thanks,
whatever
Rex,
I'm
for
looking
that.
at, they seem to be correct.
Yeah,
guess.
I saw
And
your
you know
comment
what?
that you
It's
could
very funny
understand
because,
him.
like, rubber banding
I would say
disappeared during 0.1.
I think Merrick is probably the
players
hardest for me
starting,
to understand
play different
when he
games, right?
talks.
Not
I mean, like,
ours.
I can understand some
And
of it, but
we were very
but not all
anxious
of
when
it.
we released 0.2 that it would come back, because there would be suddenly a peak of players, all of them on the servers, and that the issue would come back.
Now, what I was saying earlier is I
thanks
just
to
noticed
the
that we had a third like on
magnificent
YouTube. So
job
again,
that
thank you
the
for that
team
third
did.
like, whoever that was.
No one
Guys,
cared.
do not
No
forget,
one
I do
realized
not
that.
see
It
who
could
likes
have
to
been
stream.
back.
So if you like the
And it
stream
wasn't.
on YouTube
So, yeah.
and you have the ability to do
once
so, drop a
again,
comment.
well,
Let me know so I can give you a
GG.
shout out.
GG. There was one other
I was
thing,
more
and this
talking
is an
about the
anecdote
technical
because
stuff.
I heard it
Oh,
not
that's
from
what you were
but
saying. Okay.
I heard it that
Yeah,
you
some of
apparently
that can
said
be a
that
little confusing too. Yeah.
people were asking how is it possible that with the recent patch, the bodies are staying for even though you die on your corpse run,
Right.
and they stay for an hour, and
Right.
it is not being like noticeable on the performance.
Yes.
And people were asking you how is that possible, and is it true that you said it's possible because we coded right?
Well, yeah.
Well,
I stand by what I said.
okay. Okay.
I can go into the details, but essentially, as I was saying earlier, what is an optimization? It's avoiding doing some work that you don't need to do.
Yeah.
It's finding the tricks you can do to not compromise the experience, but at the same time not let the hardware do some work that doesn't need to do.
Okay.
Right? And in this case, one of the tricks is just that the dead body is like, ragdolling. It's like physicalized and it's like moving when it dies.
Chat.
But like
Okay,
once it
hold on.
settles into a position, we completely freeze the body, right? So it's not moving, it's not reacting to anything.
It's part of the world.
Yes, and thanks to that, it's like as cheap to render as a chair, right? It's just like a bunch of triangles on the GPU, but it's like not a big amount of them. So all the costs you would pay normally, when we speak about optimization and performance, we usually call it the cost of running something, right? So the cost of having all those dead bodies is close to zero because in the end we freeze the physics, so it's not moving anymore, and we also freeze the animation, right? So because of that, we can have tons of dead bodies, and it's just a bit more triangles to render, but inconsequential.
Nope, that needs to go back. Hold
well,
on.
another job well done, I might add.
Yeah.
And
Good job, team.
and I think that we're getting to a very important question, right? And that is 0.3.
Yes.
We revealed already that the update 0.3 Winds of War coming later this year. Q2.
What's
actually,
going
I
on,
think we can be
Gordon?
more specific
Over
like
on
that.
YouTube. Thank you for
Is
tuning
introducing
in.
a weather system.
Gonna have to watch back
and we
later to
showed
see
off
what I missed. Anything super
bunch
noteworthy?
of,
Right now, they just been talking about
different
just the
weathers in the game,
optimization.
and the
It's kind of what
number
they've been
one
really
concern
talking
that
about
the
at the
players
moment.
have is
We haven't
how
moved
is this going
on
to affect my
into
performance?
much of anything.
Can you speak a
else.
little bit more about that?
Sure.
We're actually
Well,
just
the first
touching
thing is
in
that
on
you're
this
right
weather
to be
stuff right now.
concerned. It's ambitious visually, and it means that we are bringing like a new cost to the rendering of the game.
All right.
Obviously, we're like
Hold on,
looking
guys.
a lot into it. We have all our tools to do that. So like we have those benchmarks that we're running nightly, and this tells us if we are doing well or not, right? But like it's difficult to add new rendering effects without dropping the cost. So how do we proceed with this? Well, we profile a lot. We optimize what we see. We find one example is that, for instance, rendering the landscape currently in our game is expensive, right? Even in 0.2, even in the current live version, it is expensive. So, we're adding all these effects like the rain and the wetness and everything. And in exchange, we will be optimizing those systems as much as we can. But on top of that, we will go to existing systems that are part of the current rendering pipeline and finding ways to make them faster. So we will essentially make some space on the GPU to accommodate
Let's
the
see
new
if
features.
that
So
fixes it.
ideally, same performance, better visuals.
Okay, I think that that's that.
You want to
point
release
question
it?
answered.
Yeah,
I
they're
think that
definitely talking
we
about
might
that. They
invite you
actually
here
did talk
towards
about
the end of the
opening up
development
the
cycle just
test
before we
server
release,
or the test side of
0.3,
it
and
for
maybe we
0.3. So at the
make
end
sure
of this,
that
Fox
what you
6
just
is going to come
described
in and kind
actually
of help
happened.
guide people on
So
how
thank
they
you
can
for
apply to
that.
be able to do the
And,
testing for 0.3 before
And
it
yeah,
comes
I
out.
think that you also wanted to tease something about a scalability.
Yes.
You're gonna take
Another
a
thing
book a week
that
off
we
work
are,
that comes out. That's not a
looking
bad
into,
idea.
and this is
I'm not gonna lie, I've
probably
been
not
kind of
for
debating that
0.3,
myself.
right? But there is like a big,
It sounds like they're
we
gonna be
have a big
opening up
concern, or like
the testing side of it, though. I think in April is what they said.
there's something on my mind.
Okay.
That's pretty
Well,
awesome.
there's the
Genius
fact that
solution.
older GPUs
Yeah, definitely.
are running poorly on our game, right? And this is not a problem so much with performance, but it's a problem with scalability. It means that some of our rendering features are not running as fast as they could. And as a result, we have pictures of the benchmarks I was mentioning. That's very cool. I can speak a bit more after. So essentially, what we will be looking at, and we have like a strike team dedicated to it. I don't think it will pay off for 0.3, but we will make sure that it definitely comes before the next major update, right? And that's that we want to make the game scale to lower end hardware. So we'll be introducing.
Thank you for the 4th like on YouTube, guys. You guys are killing it. We are 6 away from the 10 like goal. Keep it up, guys.
Right? Calculated, so that the game can run on lower
smoothly
end hardware. Yes.
Okay, so I think the exciting news also for those of you that are on the lower end PCs are looking forward to playing Grayzone Warfare, but had technical
All right,
issues
this is
up
definitely
until
nice for
now.
those who don't have the best.
Once again,
best
I'll just
systems.
mention maybe not 0.3, but
Big
0.4.
disclaimers, like I'm probably gonna be killed tomorrow in the office, for saying that so early.
All right. I think you wanted to you wanted to explain
Yeah, right.
what we're
Scaling
looking
to
at here?
lower
Yes,
end hardware is a
I
huge
was
win for my
mentioning that
poor
we have
friends.
our
Yeah,
benchmarks,
that's a huge
and
win
this
right
is
there.
example of like one of the result of the benchmarks we are running. So you can see that we have each row is a camera in the world. So we are moving the character in different locations, and then we record all the performance metrics. So you can see that this test is on 3060, and you can see that our target frame rate for the 3060 is 60 FPS at 1080p. And essentially, you can see that in the base camp with the cameras that we are seeing now.
Yeah, that's good. When I started, I was on a 2060 Super
So
first
this is
clear.
also how we are.
Was on 40 FPS.
We're benchmarking per location. We're benchmarking per time of day because each time of day is using different effects. So each of them has a different cost, right?
Hopefully, this just means more ability to finesse our settings.
So we are essentially testing
I think there's
all
that.
these
I'm
things
hoping there's going to be more
programmatically with those benchmarks.
a better ability
and
to be able to make those adjustments like that.
That's exactly what we're doing with the weather, right? Because we have different types of weather that is coming. I will not say exactly which one. Essentially, we will be having, those benchmarks will move the character to all these different places, change the time of day, change the weather, record
Thank you
all
for the
the
fifth
performance
like on
metrics,
YouTube. You
and
guys
then
are killing it over
compile
there.
Result for us to look
You
at.
upgraded
So
to
we
a
can
4080
easily
Super now,
pinpoint
200 FPS, and
which
2K beauty
locations,
game now.
which
That is
weather
insane,
needs-
Gordon.
needs to be
Congratulations
looked
on
at,
that.
right?
Gotcha.
I
And
don't
then,
know why.
If it's a PC game, we do this on
What is going on?
different hardware. So we have different benchmark machines, and each of them has a different GPU. We're testing on all GPU vendors, all CPU vendors, and different generations, and also different strength of hardware, right?
Okay.
And as time goes, we're buying more machines and fleshing those benchmarks more to have, a bigger overview of how the game performs on very different hardware.
Understood. All right. Well, thank you. My head is like a balloon now.
YouTube's chat coming up on the
Okay, go ahead.
the multi-chat, but it's not showing up
we're
on
going to be answering some questions as
here.
well, so just don't run
It's
away.
just
Right?
message showing up there. I need to look into that.
Maybe it's time to put that image that we prepared where we had the performance of 0.2 from those benchmark machines. Right.
Even bigger spreadsheet?
The one before, the one that's called 5.3. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So obviously, when we are not running on budget, when we are not running, like the machine is not running on the target frame rate, this is how it looks in our performance report, right? So you can see that we can see which part of the game is slower. It can be the CPU, it can be the GPU, and we can see how many frames are being dropped, right? So we look at those things. We just basically look at the red place, go there, find what's happening, and fix it, right? So this is the build this is the version of the game that was 0.1, the latest 0.1, right? And what we did, we added nightops, right? And now you can switch to the second screenshot. And this is how it looked like. This is how it looks like.
This is how a
currently.
good job well done looks like.
Yeah. I'm a fan of green. Right?
Yeah.
I think there's a theme in this, stream. And this is 0.2, right? So I cannot tell you that we will be 100% successful with optimizing the weather to the point that there will be no impact on performance when we launch it. I can promise that we'll work really hard on the problem. We have the right tools. We just, now it's just we have to grind.
We have to grind. Yes.
But we did it in the past. We did it for 0.2. It was not green. It looked at some point quite bleak, the situation, and we managed to turn it around, and we hope that we will be able to do the same thing again.
Yeah, I think that everybody hopes that we will be able to do the same. I think that now is a great time to answer some of those questions because I have seen a bunch of them already, and our lovely community manager Veronica is putting everything that is worth answering into a special doc, and I can see here already Die Delta is asking when FSR4 support.
Funny you would mention that because we are working with AMD to bring FSR4 to the game. Currently, we're really, really early in the integration process. And I cannot promise that it will be here for 0.3, but this is definitely our target, right? So we want FSR4 to be in 0.3. Time will tell if we will manage. These upscalers are not as easy as you just drop it and it works, right? Sometimes you put it in the game and you start noticing that the model, the AI model, is not reacting really well to certain types of content, right? That is specific to our game. So then we have to have a discussion with AMD. We report these issues to them. They help us figure out. Sometimes the issues is on our side.
Yeah.
We fix it. Sometimes they are making the fixes and they're sending us back like some new DLLs that we can integrate into the game. And yeah, so.
And what about the cooperation with NVIDIA?
Same thing. Like we have like, you know, I'm speaking with them. I wouldn't say constantly, but I'm speaking with them a lot, right? Both AMD and NVIDIA and Intel, right? We have contacts with them and we can exchange with them. We can report issues. They can tell us things. They can send us some, you know, earlier versions of the upscalers, and we can.
Which one do you like more? Don't answer that. Don't answer.
Well, it depends on your GPU, right?
Of course, of course.
Yes, and same deal as for FSR4. We hope to have DLSS4 also natively integrated into our game. You know that it currently is available, like you can switch to the new model thanks to the NVIDIA app. So this is something that NVIDIA did for us actually, right? Like they didn't even ask us, they just did it. So this is how good the cooperation with them is. And
I guess we know who you like more.
hey, I didn't say that. They did it for us, right?
Right.
Okay. And essentially what we want to do is that now you won't have to go into the NVIDIA app to be able to use DLSS4. You will be able to switch it directly from the in-game settings, right? So, yeah.
Nice. Here is another question. You spoke, or where was it? Can we expect a big jump in optimization? Joking is asking. I think that if we do our job well, then no, because we're adding more advanced stuff with the 0.3, right?
Yeah. Like but, our goal with each update is that the performance will be equal or better. But definitely with this one, we are aiming for equal because the weather will be so, you know, beautiful.
Yeah.
That doing better, if we do better, I'm going to be mind blown.
Okay. Okay. So Castanavia is asking, speaking of render distance, are there any plans of increasing the render distance for players or AI?
No.
No. Okay. Well, easy to answer.
No.
Why Spectre 13 plays says, why is my CPU always stupid hot?
Because we know how to use it.
Okay.
You know, like maybe I can go more into the details, right? But like, if you use a CPU correctly, it's going to be hot, right? Because the more like, if the CPU is not hot, it means that the CPU is not calculating as much as it can. So if you, and essentially optimizing can also be that you will be able to use all the cores that the CPU has to offer in a more optimal way. And actually, thanks to Scala, we are able to use the CPU cores quite well, right? So this is one of the reasons why.
I need to work on the overlay, guys,
hot,
for the chat box.
So
usually
Spectre,
a problem.
Only picking up
Spectre,
Twitch.
you're welcome.
So
yeah.
Okay.
I'll need to work on that. Try to get that figured out because right now only Twitch comments are coming through, so I'll need to be looking
so,
up
right?
at YouTube or Facebook to see any comments from there.
Any questions for Johanny?
Pretty cool to see behind the scenes process for how optimization works.
Yeah,
I definitely agree.
Guys, I think that this was extremely interesting, although I obviously don't understand much of it.
Yeah, it's greatly appreciated.
4 years old enough.
Maybe
a good sidetrack.
But I think that this is a good first
YouTube.
step,
Guys are killing it.
and
We're
it
away
would be
from
really
the
nice
10 like
for you to return to the stream
40,
and tell us like
40
this
minutes
is
into the
what we
stream.
want to do. You know, we want to
Thank
introduce
you, guys.
0.3.
You know, now I did a bunch of promises.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to the team, and they're gonna be like, "What have you done?"
Yeah, and hopefully before we launch 0.3, you will be back, and maybe people are going to be very happy about the changes, or there's going to be some lynching here.
Oh, like update looks great. We will do a hell of a job on the performance as much as we can, and yeah, I hope nothing will come and spoil. You know, like my number one goal with my position. Let's go back to your first question.
While we do some of the changes for audio setups, I will just say hi to a couple of people in the chat because I saw some interesting people here. So
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
Johnny, thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
thanks
while
for
we
having
wait
me.
for the game designers, I can just say, hey, who do we have here? I saw that Devil Dog Gamer is in the chat. Hey, Gucci, hello. Nice. Hey, Ty. Hey, what's up, man? Guys, we will try. Hey, these are. Oh, there was a perfect question for Johanny. Too bad he's gone already. If we're going to update the Unreal Engine version, I don't think that we are in the near future, but maybe a good question for. Oh, are you guys ready? Yeah. Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the office, and please give this back to Johanny. You might need this.
Is that
Hello.
Petr Cihelka and Marek
that
Mindl,
is a hand.
our lovely
He's
game
holding a hand.
designers.
Okay.
Guys, welcome back.
Thank
You came back.
Yeah, I thought that was like a
That's
hand
great.
hold right there.
Not
that was
just
right.
Jakub. Hey, Pesky's there as well.
Oh, nice. Hello.
Beef, Bennett. Oh my God, all the hardcore guys are here.
That's a big group there.
Okay, so first of all, we should address probably what's happening there. You're holding
Hello.
the hand, and you are going to have to talk into it because there's a microphone in it.
I think I'll need to
It's
talk
got
like
like
this.
You can hold it like a microphone like that. But tell us if you can hear our guys. Guys, you are here to talk about a specific topic.
Okay, which one?
Well, there are two.
which one?
Okay.
One is changes to game flow, and the other one is quality of life improvements.
All right, here we go.
Are
Here we go.
topics that are heavily influenced by the community. So I would urge all of those guys that are interested in learning what we're preparing to come here and learn all there is to learn. Of course, you guys are going to be also clarifying some of the things that we have revealed
Yeah,
because
sure.
Mara is, like full auto leaks here and there, and you guys need to clean up the mess and explain some of the things into detail, So
Finally.
we are going to also be talking about the conflict zones that we have
Finally here,
revealed,
Rex, we're gonna
because
talk
people
about
were
it. Let's
confused
see-
about how
let's
they
see what the
actually
plan
work and
is.
so on. So I'm going to ask you about that as well.
That's okay.
But now, let's start talking about the changes to the game flow, eh?
Okay.
All right. So first thing that we have already mentioned that is going to come to the update 0.3 Winds of War coming later this year, Q2, is that you will be able to manage tasks from anywhere on the map. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you expect is going to happen for the actual player, how that's going to change the player experience?
Well, the right now how the game flows, let's say, is that your every mission or two missions, if you complete them in the same area, is interrupted by the heli travel and returning back to the FOB. We are trying to mitigate this, so right now the missions will be manageable outside of the FOBs. Still, there will be missions which will require to either take some items from the FOB or return them back. So this the traveling from with the heli won't completely disappear, but it will be mitigated thanks to the fact that when you enter an area and you
Full
complete the
auto
quest,
leaks.
you can finish the quest while
This
you
should
are
free up a
still in the
lot more
area.
helicopters as
And when
well.
you
Yeah,
completed
it definitely should.
you,
Hopefully, at least.
the game will offer you more quests from the area. So you won't be forced to travel and return to the same area and, gain those additional unnecessary minutes, basically, which I don't want to say wrong, which load up your playtime with unnecessary actions, basically.
Can you estimate how how it's going to affect the people waiting for helis, basically, and no helis being available?
It should clear the heli. How would you say that? The heli traffic should be mitigated, let's say.
Decreased, I guess.
Or decreased, thank you. But definitely it won't disappear. The other gameplay loops still require you to use the heli. The players that start the game and spawn into the game or spawn into the game world are still spawned in the FOB, so they will have to travel somewhere. And still, if you
Where are you
finish
going?
some missions, you want to and you want to travel to the other side of the map, still you want to use the heli.
Mhm.
So it won't be basically what you might notice is that the helis won't go only from the FOB to some area and back, but they will jump between areas. It won't be always FOB to somewhere.
Okay, we were talking about tasks. So, are there any new tasks, and did we rework some of the existing tasks?
Yep. The guys from the word design and our writers, they updated a lot of the tasks. So again, when you will be faced with the vibe, you won't have to go through exactly the same stuff again. The starter towns have been streamlined, so the veterans won't be forced to spend several hours there, but you will be able to go through it relatively quickly. But still, the newbies will have chance to learn the basic mechanics and basically get the game under their skin. And there are some tasks will remain the same, some are reworked. We are also adding new ones, and the reworked ones will be marked on the UI. So,
thank God.
so when you'll see a task with familiar name, there still might be an additional text telling you, "Hey, this changed." So we should hopefully avoid the situation with disappearing dead bodies.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Our customer care team is going to be super grateful. Our community managers as well. In 0.2, some of the tasks were, of course, changed, and we have received a number of
Task
bug reports,
updates? Yeah, it's definitely going to
because
be
the
a.
tasks were changed.
You
That's
should
a
have
win
seen
right there.
our writer when he has beautiful long blonde hair, and he almost pulled it out of his head when the third report or seventh report came, and he and he was almost screaming like, "Those people can't read or what? The description changed. I did everything correctly."
Oh well, so yeah, and now we're going to save Tom's beautiful locks of hair. We are going to mark the quests that were changed, basically. Okay. You also mentioned something that we can already reiterate. The flow is going to change. It's going to be much faster and smoother, especially for the starter towns. I know that there was some sort of in-house record for going through the starter town, and it was 1 hour. Is that correct?
1 hour 50 minutes.
1 hour 15 or 50? 50. So 2 hours.
About that.
All right. So okay. So how was it before, basically? Can you put it into perspective?
If I recall correctly, it took about 5 hours to get through the starter town.
Oh, so quite significant cut down on the starter town.
Some people were able to then get it lower and lower and lower, but I know that usually people are like saying about 5 hours spending there.
Nice. Okay, so some concern for you guys that are playing the game after every wipe, it is going to feel much different. One thing that is super important to mention here, one of the reasons why the flow is going to be much streamlined is that some of the tasks will be shareable, right? The kill tasks.
Yes, we have a possibility now that some of the kill objectives can be shared between people. So when you are squad up, if you are about 100 meters around the kill or the player, I'm not too sure right now, in the proximity of the player. So if you're 100 meters from your friend who kills, you get the credit too.
Right, and you don't even have to have that task, right?
Correct.
Nice. Yeah. So once again, that was something that you guys were asking for quite a lot. So there you go.
Especially,
Thanks, guys.
Especially good for bosses.
Especially good for bosses. Oh my God, waiting for the boss to spawn only for somebody else to kill him this time. If I had a beautiful lock of hair, I would be pulling it out.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how the game flow is going to change. I think that we can also mention the fact that there's going to be the combat outposts, right, where you are going to be able to spawn there directly. Something that we have revealed in the past. If your faction holds that specific COP, as we call them, combat outpost, you will have an option to choose.
I had
either in the nearest COP or in the.
Oh, I can't remember what Rex was a suggestion I had like a few streams
ago. That's about the game flow, and now let's dive into quality of life
getting out of the starter town is going to be a breeze.
So the first quality of life improvements I have here is suicide.
While
what the hell does
you're
that
going to be able to fly through.
Have you ever been
the first village
going
very
around
easily,
those
Gordon? I agree.
Steep hills, and suddenly you step into a rock and you can't move.
Oh yes, that happened.
Oh my god, I hate
So,
running into rocks and
Some
trees.
people were
I-
lucky
I
enough
run
that
into
they were
rocks
able
and, like,
to,
little
you know,
twigs, and I
grenade
get
themselves
stuck
and lose their gear and
every
everything,
time.
respawn.
Hmm.
But now you'll be able to trigger the process of respawning automatically.
Nice.
So that should
Oh, that's
save you
actually
some
like
time.
getting
So
actually
it's like
stuck.
a voluntary
Okay.
respawn rather than suicide.
Correct.
Cool. Also good for like yeah.
I've
let's
actually
not
have
talk
not
about
experienced
suicide
that,
here.
but apparently that's a thing.
So okay, so that's like a small thing, right, at the very beginning. But let's talk about the
I
big
mean,
things
that's still
now.
pretty huge, though.
Positive ID, friend or foe system.
Yes.
Something that we talked about with Mara.
Oh.
He was a little bit against
Right there,
it.
right there. There's
but
there's an
the
armband.
community's feedback and us also kind of managed to convince him to add armbands. But there's something special about these armbands, right?
And it looks like
Can
there's
you
one on the
explain
other
a
side
little
too,
bit?
so we'll see them on both
the
sides.
armbands, you only see armbands upon your friendlies. You never see
Yep.
them on the enemy player.
Okay, yep. So
There
that's
is-
kind of what I was
We
expecting.
still want to keep that little hesitation that you need
They need to let
take a
you
look,
step over logs.
identify, and be
Yes, they
certain
do,
that you're
Rex.
looking
Yes,
at a
I get
friendly
hemmed up on logs,
and armored
rocks,
then engage.
twigs.
There's
A
also
leaf
a
will
system
stop me
that
from
will
moving.
be speaking to you about your presence of your friendlies in your area. So that is also part of the identification.
I have to clarify here. You're talking about a radio operator, not about a presence talking to you, right?
Right. Yes,
You
yes,
have to be
you're-
very careful here.
Well, there's no presence on Laman. What are you talking about?
My lips are
Nothing
sealed.
nothing weird ever happened on.
And if it did, it was a bug, not a feature.
Well, yes.
All right. So armbands are coming to Grayzone Warfare, something that should definitely be a welcome change, especially with the changes that are coming with the PvP, right?
Yes.
With the PvP zones, the conflict zones. It is going to be much easier to shoot at the right people, I guess.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I would definitely appreciate that. I am famous for friendly fire, so I'm definitely appreciating that. The other thing that is something that you guys have been calling for ever since Night Ops was actually announced is, are we going to be able to shoot the lights?
Ah,
Oh,
yes. See
maybe.
this?
Well, there you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
So a little bit of a disclaimer here, or I don't know if you guys want to
There
mention
we
it,
go.
because not all the lights are going to be destroyable, right?
Yeah, I think that there are some that we decided that will be not able to be shot. I am not a world designer, so I can't tell you which exactly are the rules for it.
Mm-hmm.
But there will still be few lights that you cannot destroy.
I think I heard
this is
from
gonna be
Adam,
so
the lead,
nice.
Designer, that especially lights in the location like Tiger Bay in the mall,
Mhm.
because it has very specific and distinctive lights, like the banners and stuff like
Right,
that.
yeah.
And then in Midnight Sapphire, I think there's also a bunch of lights that are going to be, very different. So yeah, lights are going to be destructible. Not all
That's
of them.
gonna be a nice feature.
This is a process, and I assume that we're going to expand the number of lights that can be destroyed.
Maybe some time in the future there will be other objects that can be destroyed.
Oh shit!
Maybe. I'm just sneaking this around.
You know, Mara can say these things because he owns the studio, but you might be in
See if
trouble.
we can ask
man.
weirdly this.
I'm just saying. Maybe.
All right. Okay. So yeah, let us know how you feel about this change. I think that it is something that is going to be very warmly accepted. And another thing that is going to be very warmly accepted is something that we did like a half step towards in the 0.2, and that is locker sorting.
Correct.
So how does that going to work?
So, we have a little display there,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see that it is
All
very
right, let's see
stratified.
if he sees it.
What you can see there is you have your filter on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
You will be able to go pick up each icon and put it somewhere else. So you can say, okay, I want to first see medicals, then provisions, then drinks, and then my armor and weapons.
Nice.
There
and then
we
you
go.
sort,
Okay.
and it will stratify it like this according to the way how you have set up your filter.
Very nice.
This
So,
is
if I get
yes.
this right,
Sorting
you
is gonna
sort
be
the
so
items,
much
it sorts
nicer
them
now.
based on the item type,
Yes.
and if you pack them, then you just condense.
I won't have
everything.
to spend like half an hour
Awesome.
like
So
organizing my
in combination
stash.
with these two options, I think that your locker is going to be much cleaner than ever before. Something that I can also appreciate because my locker looks horrible.
I think it has been
Oh,
brought
yes, I'm one
up
of
to
those.
suggest being
Chaotic.
able to
Horrible.
All right.
name
So
bags
one other
to
thing that
identify
this
or
is
like
something that Mara was
to
talking about during the last
give
stream,
a
and that is that
a
we are
key
trying to
container like a
enhance the
title,
readability
be like
of
this
the
is for
AI,
Tiger
right?
Bay keys, this is for
He said
know,
he said it this
Nerith
way.
keys.
There is a bunch of things that is happening
I think that's
in
been
their
talked
head,
about, but
we're
I
not
kind of wonder
communicating
when
it
if
right,
that will ever be
and that creates
introduced.
confusion on the player side, who feel like, oh, they are super intelligent, shooting me from the bushes and stuff like that.
Locker
so we
sorting
are
by
looking at
item
that
type
as
is
well,
amazing.
right?
Yeah, that's definitely could be a nice feature.
Basically, right now in the game, the AIs don't have many ways how to report or how to show their current state. So we have been working on this for this update. So right now you will be based on the AI's movement and how based on his stance and silhouette, you will be much more. You will be able to see, okay, this guy is almost dead, or this guy has been just scraped and he's already he's still fine. Also,
That's gonna be nice.
we had reports that, or some player thought that headshots are not effective enough, let's say. So this is
Or effective at all.
or effective at all.
The animations
due
look
to
dope. I
various
mean, hey,
reasons,
that's
you
Unreal
maybe just
Engine for
scraped
you.
their chin, or the projectile was ricocheted or stopped by the helmet. The
Or,
basically
or the skull,
or
right?
the skull, if yes, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Basically, you shot the AI. He just played the basic hit reaction, and then he returned fire because you basically revealed yourself to him. Right now, when you shoot an AI to the head, he will play a stunt animation. So first, you will know, okay, I hit him. Second, okay, he's not dead yet. Third, okay, I have a few seconds to actually finish him because right now he can't do anything about me.
Gotcha.
So this is a bunch of improvements that we are trying to squeeze into the game. So the AI doesn't feel. Also, this should improve the feeling of the AI being spongy or
Gotcha.
bullet spongy, because until now you shot an AI into his legs. He was bleeding like hell, but he couldn't show to you that, hey, I'm really messed
Hurt.
up. He just stood there. He might have tried to run into a cover or whatever, but his pose didn't tell you, okay, I messed this guy up. So this should be alleviated. This lack of feeling should be
The
alleviated.
lack of
Okay,
response
yeah,
from
thank
the
you.
AI. I think that also something that is, once again, like, I'm going to try to connect the dots, because some of the streams have revealed something, some of the we're also introducing the new organs, right, in the body.
Yep.
So the guts now, and the gut shots are going to be much more lethal, right?
Yes, the guts or the intestines, we are adding them as a new organ. They will be they're I don't want to say positive, but they have the most durability. Let's say they can withstand the most shots, but they are not protected by the plates. So the belly shots and the pelvis shots should be much more impactful than they are right now.
Gotcha. And you will see the
Yes.
the AI being in pain, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Or in other states.
Okay.
Or the other states, maybe.
All right. So the next, I'm moving on because we have a bunch of things to talk about as well. So the next thing is weapon cases and gear cases. Big topic. People obviously enjoy them because if you want to have your locker tidy, the lockers, the cases are quite useful. We are introducing new ones, correct? And we're also introducing new ways how to get them.
Correct. Yeah, right now we are, let's say, investigating, or right now we are in the, let's say, economy balancing stage, let's say it like that. And basically we are, again, taking all the items and deciding which items go where. And this also includes the...
Thank God. Big win.
Hey, success. So we are... we have, as you said, we are introducing new case types, so you can keep your stash even, or your locker even.
Okay, this is
tidier
nice.
than until now.
So they're
And,
pre-made
we are
ones, so
adding
it's not like
new
we can
ways
name
how
them, but they're
to,
pre-made. This is nice.
Acquire these cases. So it won't be only from quests, but there will be other ways. For example, some cases will be purchasable from the vendors.
That is
direct
nice.
feedback, make
Yes.
it just a little bit bigger, and that means you will never please.
I would rather be able to
everyone,
buy them
you
from the
know?
vendor than
Yeah,
have to
Never.
yeah,
wait
let's do that.
to get so far into the game by completing the mission just to
so
be
yeah,
able to have
good
access.
news all around.
Yes.
I think that there is also one super popular request, and that's for people to name the cases.
Yep, this is something that's already in our plans. Unfortunately, we weren't able to squeeze it into 03, but maybe we might be able to do the same thing as with the repair, and maybe, I can't promise you that, but we might be able to squeeze it before 04.
Nice.
But
Nice,
yeah, we are planning the container naming feature for you, so you won't be forced to open 20 key cases.
They need to
just
allow us
check
to name
which
out key
actual keys you
cases as
have done.
well.
You will be
Amazing
able to
timing in
name
that
them
as well.
yourselves
Yeah,
and
yeah, right.
make mess with yourself.
yeah. I think one thing that you just reminded me, and that is not even on our list. Very popular request from the community side. Can I buy magazines without rounds?
They are already there.
They are, and we are setting them up right now.
So
Yes.
thank you for that. Thank
Okay,
you for
all
going
right, so they're
off.
getting them set up.
Thank you for
Yeah, every
adapting
time
to
you
me
bought a
going off
mag,
script.
it always came with ammo,
But yeah,
which
that's
I'm not going to
also something
complain.
because yeah, like I said,
But,
we
once you get
listen
farther
to
in,
every
like, you
single
don't
thing that you
want,
guys write somewhere on the
that,
internet, so
like,
and that
um,
information eventually
like
gets all the way
BPM
to
or
you guys,
HBPT,
and you then do your magic. And
Yes.
now we're
HBPT
here.
ammo.
So
Or
a
HPBT.
big topic, and this is for all the frog haters out there, is audio, right? People don't seem to be fans of our frogs and mosquitoes and stuff like that. And I have good things for you guys.
It's part of the environment.
We are changing the audio a little bit, rebalancing it so that it feels a little bit more dynamic. And we really hope that this change is going to be a welcome one, because based on your feedback, it seems like you don't really like it the way it is right now.
Well, there is a fix for it. It's those yellow head muffle,
The
big
yeah.
headphones, that earmuffs, you know.
Yeah.
You will not hear
Oh, man.
anything.
I mean, you can press the O button.
I mean,
right?
he's not wrong.
True.
He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
About that
But then
one.
you don't hear much of anything else. So
Well,
yeah,
small price to pay.
small price to pay. Okay. Hey Peter, since you're already holding the hand for some reason, or Mike, I can ask you about the question, because I know that this is your expertise,
Yes.
and that is vendors and economy.
Whoa.
What changes can we expect in 0.3 in terms of vendors and economy?
Big
All right,
ones.
here we go.
Okay.
So,
Can you elaborate?
I'll
Let's see
start
what he can
with
say.
The fact that we will be adding one more level to them.
hmm
So
There we go.
every vendor
There we go,
will
level
now
4.
have 4 levels instead of 3. This has, like, there are 2 reasons for it. One, we want to make sure that the peak items are more rare, luxurious, so it takes a bit more effort to get there. And with the free levels and the length of, you know, gaining your experience or reputation with them, there were just huge skips in power. It was like, oh, I have gone level 2 and I have everything I need.
Yeah, this
So
means
now
that
we
they
are diluting
are probably
this
be including a
progression
lot
into those 4
more
levels.
now. Gotta be.
And there is
If they're gonna be
one
having
more
4
thing
levels,
that we should prepare people for.
I guess not a
The
lot
first
more, but
level
a few more.
Sucks.
Okay.
I love that.
All right.
You
All right.
will want to level them to level 2.
Yep.
I will be completely honest. The things you now
As
get,
it should. Damn right. Damn right.
So
the
they're
things you get on level 1 right now.
Yeah, they're gonna
that's
take
your
it
level
away.
2 one.
Yes, I knew it. Yep, I was about to
The
say.
ammo will be a little bit more balanced, so
I
it will not
bet you
happen to
nods
you
will not
that
be
you
accessible
will not
until
be
level
able to
4 until
answer where you
get to level
like,
2
POIs, armored enemies.
with
We are keeping an
handshake.
eye on that,
I
so
bet
that
you
will
hands
still
down.
be
We're gonna lose nods at level 1.
available when you need it to be, but when you die and you lose your basic equipment, you will not be happy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
oh man!
Is the
Oh,
goal here
this is
also
gonna be the
to
0 to
just,
hero challenge hard.
Rely more on the guns that you find on enemies or in the world?
That's true. Yes. And we are going to be making sure that you have more opportunities to get them. Repair is one of those things.
repair is here on the list.
Yes,
We'll
but
get to it.
Yeah, it is one of the ways. You pull the AKM from the bandit in the small area. It has like 50 durability. It's not very accurate, but now you can just repair it and use it.
Yeah, because you might have to, because
Exactly.
the vendor doesn't sell anything better. We'll see. All right, so another thing that I can now announce is that there is going to be changes to the way the scopes behave. There is going to be smooth zooming.
Yes.
How smooth?
Oh my lord! I've been asking for this.
All right.
Yeah, so this is something I heard about a lot and read about a lot because I always lurk everywhere. And yeah, right now what you have in 02 is that basically
this smooth is gonna be
change
so nice.
magnification action had to play the whole animation. So basically, and scopes that had half steps in their magnification, they took really long to zoom in or out. So right now, this was mitigated. So while you are scrolling,
man.
you are fluently
Smooth-
changing your
smooth scoping is gonna be
magnification
so
level,
nice, or the
making
smooth zoom is gonna be
process
so nice
much,
on this.
much smoother, less
This is a
disorienting,
win, guys. Huge
and,
win.
yeah,
Huge win.
much
Smooth
more
zoom.
user-friendly.
Exactly, Rex. I am looking forward to this.
Siki here, I see says that holding breath while scoped
Like
needs to be
every time
longer.
you zoom,
Does it?
it's a tick forward and
as
backward, and
we
exactly right. It
said,
takes so long. This smooth
as I
leaning
said, we
is
are
going
in the
to
balancing stage right
is
now.
is
So
gonna chop so much time.
Not only
when
when
you're
I'm saying
going between
we are in
zooms.
the balancing stage,
This
it
is
doesn't mean
nice.
we are only changing the items. We are also checking how the health system performs, how the staminas are drained, etc., etc. So if we'll find that the breath is either drained too quickly or drained by actions that shouldn't be drained by, we might tweak it. I can't promise you that right now because of one comment we will change something. We are. No, I'm not trying to attack the guy that wrote it, but we are always trying to, let's say, make our research, or I don't know how to say it properly.
Yeah.
We are not just picking the comments that suit us the most and go by them.
Okay.
We are always
Good.
trying to listen to as many people as possible.
Okay, but watch your back, Siki. I heard that you will be now able to loot also the bodies that are not playable and are not AI.
Now the only announced
the
smooth
bodies
leaning.
that you find
yes,
lying on the
smooth
floor.
leaning would
Is
be
that right?
the next thing.
As Petya said, we are expanding the lootable options is not how we should the correct way how to say it, but basically we are adding more lootable objects into the game world. So
okay,
the
this is
dead
nice.
bodies are one of those lootable objects that you will be able to loot.
Perfect. Yep, because there's
what can we
definitely a lot
expect
of
to find
bodies
on
around
those?
that you
Maybe
don't have the
don't answer.
ability that you
I
can
don't know.
Who knows?
All right, cool.
you can loot from.
And now, finally,
I guess not a whole lot, but there's a
do we have?
decent amount.
Yeah, let's change the order a little bit because there are some improvements to the health screens, right? We're going to give players more information.
Yep.
Okay.
We basically. Oh shit! I said it. My wife was telling me that last stream I was starting each sentence with basically, and I tried to pay attention to that. So yeah.
Shout out to your wife, by the way.
Hello, honey. Yeah, health screen. Right now, you on the health panel you see the severity of the wounds and the active symptoms. We are expanding the info that is provided by the individual wounds, so you will know what type of bullet or what type of weapon, if it was knife or, for example, barbed wire, what caused the wound. And in case of projectiles, it will also tell you if it penetrated the armor or if it was direct shot or if it ricocheted off something. Also, the
Interesting, okay.
wound merging will be, in my opinion, much more understandable now. Because since,
What is that wound merging?
Since the release of the game, when you got shot to a place that had already another wound right next to it, the newer wound wasn't created, but its severity was merged into the old wound. We added this because some some calibers or some projectiles weren't able to cause enough damage to create more severe wounds which don't heal on their own. So we wanted to give the players the option to actually cause really bad wounds even with
you shoot in the
shittier ammunition.
Yeah,
let's
if you
say.
shoot in the same spot
Yes.
several times. Okay.
Exactly. So this is why the wounds are merging, and right now you will know which wounds were merged because they will have basically multiple sources. So there won't be only one projectile, but there will be two or several.
Wonderful. All right, and finally, the topic that I'm quite looking forward to addressing, and that's durability and the ability to repair damaged weapons. We're doing some major changes here. Yeah, so what you guys are seeing right now is probably the #1 cause of dropping your durability, and that's your weapon getting hit. My favorite part comes up. Yep, the ricochet into the head. Yeah.
Dang.
So what can you
Okay.
tell us about the durability changes? How people are going to be losing durability now?
I think the point that people will be most excited about is that we are getting rid of the coma and death penalty on durability.
Yes.
So right now, for armor, you will really have to get hit into that piece of armor to get it damaged. For firearms, they are being damaged by use, and if somebody is accurate enough, then they can shoot your firearm and damage it that way.
What about repair options?
We are expanding or iterating on the repair feature.
Ooh, cleaning kit.
And
Cleaning
we are
kit,
adding
tool
repair
set,
kits, as you can see
firearm
on the
tool set,
screen.
and a gunsmith
There will
tool
be
set.
several tiers and several types of repair
God,
kits,
hey, look at the space
which
it's
will
taking
allow
up,
you
though.
to repair the items instantly.
That
I'm
gunsmith tool is
mentioning
gonna be a 3x2.
because the other option, how you will be able to
2x2 for the
repair
firearm
your
tool,
items
and then
will be by paying for the repair
2x1
and
for the
waiting
firearm
for the
cleaning
repair.
kit, or
Because it
1x2.
takes time, right, for the
Exactly.
gun to,
So you will have the
Jelly
options
just followed you on
to
Twitter. If you follow me
select,
back, that would be really
from
appreciated.
two
Thank you for the
options
follow
how
there,
quickly
Jenny.
basically you
Janelli.
want the item to be repaired. And then once you confirm, okay, I want to repair this and this, the item will get locked in your stash.
Gotcha.
You can still cancel the repair if you change your mind. And but if you don't, you have to wait for X amount of time before you can use the item again.
All right. So hopefully good changes as well. I know that the repair was a pain point, especially the fact that you're losing 10 or 5% when you're dropping dead or in a coma. So once again, thank you for that, guys. And now let's clarify some shit because combat zones were revealed, right?
Yes.
And now we know that if a PvP starts, there is a zone appearing on the map. So we need to clarify a bunch of things because people were confused. So I have a couple of questions for you guys. When exactly does the circle, the combat zone, appear on the map?
Okay.
When a PMC attacks another PMC from different faction, which includes both players and PMC AIs.
So he doesn't even have to kill him?
No, the
PMC
suppression
AIs.
is enough to create the combat zone.
All right, so this is the when. Now, where?
Did he just say PMC AI?
Basically, the center of the combat zone is in the middle of the line, connecting the two actors that created that zone.
I think they
So
might have
between
spelled
the
something they weren't
attacker
supposed to.
And the attacked guy, the combat zone will be created.
So, an example here, because that's something all people were also concerned about. If you sniping somebody, the circle might appear way in a different spot than the actual kill happens, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it is not going to reveal your
Please tell I'm not the
position
only one that I heard
as hard as
PMC
people might
AI.
think.
Yep. We are not. I guess the people might have been worried about that. It will be either created on the attacker or on the victim.
Exactly.
It's not. It's between them.
Okay. Do they appear for all the teams? And by teams, I mean factions?
Yep. The combat zones are shared. their creation is reported
Oh,
to by the
okay.
faction operator, and he clarifies if the faction, if your faction was involved in the creation of the combat zone, or
Hang on here, just to clarify. So if I'm a Crimson and I kill an LRI guy, will the zone appear for Mithras?
yes,
It will.
yes.
All right, good to know.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
are there any plans to, iterate this feature? Because people have been saying that these zones are way too small. We should make them bigger and so on.
Definitely, definitely. Basically, fuck again. Each feature. That
I guess
we
I
are
didn't
adding,
think like
we are counting with the fact that it will be
AI
iterated
at
on
FOBs
based
like that
on the
are considered
either on
PMCs. I
the
still just consider them
experimental
AIs.
phase, which will happen before the release.
But I mean that makes sense.
or
PMC
after the
AI
release, once we all
is
get,
like the ones that are meant
feedback from
for like
the
the
players.
soldiers at
Alright.
like
So,
FOBs walking around
This is a
stuff like
perfect
that.
segue. I don't want to silence you, man, but this is a perfect segue. Experimental is coming, and it's coming quite soon. What we actually want to do today, Foxic? Foxic? You want to say a few words about the
Excuse me, guys.
experimental? Give him the hand.
Hello. Do you have
Hello, hello, hello. I have your paper here.
paper? Yes.
So, experimental is Foxic's project. So,
Oh, let's go.
please welcome our
I'm happy
third community manager.
Hello. So, there are a few things I wanted to talk about before we announce the experimental. First of all, it's again under NDA. Second of all, it's again using Antidote. Now,
Antidote is the
Yes.
software solution.
yes, it's a tool that we use for experimentals. There are two really important things to think about. First of all, if you are, what is happening here?
The guy from Bump. Come on,
I'm the dictator. I'm not from Banpa.
that's right.
Okay, let's keep that clear. Okay, so first of all, as you can see on the screen right now, we will ask you for your Steam ID in the form that you need to fill out to get in. Copy it the exact same way it's on the screen. Just the number, the whole number. Second of all, if we can get the other scene, yes. As you see on the screen right now, we need you to copy your Discord username this exact way as you see on the screen right now. If you don't do it this way, you will probably not get selected.
Where do they paste it?
You paste it in the form, you paste it in Antidote, and you will paste it in your IGN, your in-game name, once the experimental test starts. Use this username for everything. It's the this username, the bottom one on Discord.
What's
I
going
love
to
how
happen if they
they
don't do
they
this?
named it Testy
I will be
Test.
angry at you. That's
Okay,
the
first thing. Don't mess with the dictator. yeah.
Last time I had to sort it till 2 a.m. because people
By
weren't
hand,
using,
guys, by hand.
were not using the correct username.
Oh my lord!
Second of all, you will probably not get selected because it means if you choose a wrong or different usernames in these 3 steps, in the form, in Antidote, and in game, we will probably not be able to find you unless we spend a lot of time looking for you. And I don't really feel like spending a lot of time looking for you if you don't do it this way.
Yep.
So yeah, there are other important pieces of information.
There is a super important piece of information, and that is who is going to be the priority here.
That's what I was gonna say. No, the priority are this time the supporter edition owners. So we decided that we should give you guys some kind of a reward for supporting us, for helping us develop the game, and also for being there with us. Yeah, but not just support edition owners, also people who helped us with experimental tests in the past. Not meaning the last major update experimental test, but the patch and hotfix experimentals.
You know who you are,
Yeah,
and we
you know who
appreciate you.
are. Okay, so another thing.
All right.
You
Yeah,
can
I need
create
to
an
shrink this
antidote
box
account
up here.
ahead of time. You will find the link at the end of the sign up form. I don't know if it's already in the chat. It will get there soon.
Veronica, please, can we share the application form for the experimental in the chat?
Yes. So there it is. But keep on listening because there's still important information. So how will you know that we have picked you for the experimental? First of all, it's gonna take some time to sort it out, to kind of realize who we need for the experimental. We will let you know via our official Discord server.
So join it.
Join it, yeah. We need you guys there, and there's a really cool bunch of people there.
Veronica, if we can have the link to the Discord server in the chat, please.
Yeah. Well, we can leave the form there for now.
Yeah.
Then we'll have it there.
Look,
It's there now. Yay!
can we have a pizza, Veronica, please? Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay. But yeah, you will get notified via our official Discord if you are a member.
Nice.
The form is private. You done? Come on, man.
Okay, keep
Just
on-
leave.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that was Fox. Sorry, no, I cannot have this one. What we're going to do now is we have 30 minutes. Oh God, I was hoping that we would get more time, but we want to answer all your questions that you guys might have, and so we are going to sit at these PCs. We're going to play for 30 minutes, and we're going to try to get as many answers to your questions as possible. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, should we hop into the game or should we continue to tune into these guys? Dude, thanks for streaming. Got to run, but I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Rex. That's greatly appreciated, man. You have yourself a good rest of your day.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Okay. Nothing changed. Nobody stole anything from me.
All right, guys. Can you hear us? Can you confirm that you can hear us? Can you also say something, guys?
I'm saying something.
It works. It works. Ah, nice. Okay, I'm going to open the chat here, and we are ready to go.
I feel like there's got to be a way for me to... There's got to be a way for me to resize this, isn't there?
All right.
But what's your name in the game?
Oh, people are asking, and this is a question not for you guys, so sorry.
Okay. Okay, I see.
We're going to. Are we guys ready to jump on heli and go?
I guess so.
Because people are asking if we have revealed, probably joining right now, if we have revealed anything about new gear and new weapons, and we have not.
We have not.
But I can invite you already in another dev stream, which is going to happen in 2 weeks, and we're going to be talking about all the new weapons, all the new gear. I think that one of you or maybe both are going to join us again. Sorry for keeping you after hours once again. Apologies for all the wives. And we're also going to invite somebody from the team who's dedicated weapon expert designer to talk about all the new weapons.
Okay,
That's nice.
okay.
Guys,
I have an
any
idea what it
plans
is.
for kill stats per session?
Shit, we are in that same position again. How much can we reveal and how much should we keep shut? Plans? Yes.
Yes,
When?
plans.
Who knows?
Okay. Will Sim 3 oh my god. Will we be able to repair sorry. Will we be able to repair to 100%?
No. The repair is also part of the. As I tried to explain on the last stream, the games have sources and games have sinks. If you are able to repair to 100%, then there won't be no sink for that firearm. The firearm will be usable infinitely, and the game won't have a way how to get rid of it. So the repair never gets the firearm to the same.
Petr, you know that you have nothing, literally nothing on you?
That's his
I have
way
a
of
plan.
playing.
You have a plan?
I have a dream.
So yeah, basically the items that we are repairing are never going to get to the same spot as they were before the damage happened. Let's
Okay.
say it like that.
People are asking about bipods. Are we getting bipods?
Repeat question. Repeat answer number 1.
What can we reveal? At least tell me if you guys are considering adding bipods in the future.
We definitely are. We have been discussing them lately more than before, but that doesn't mean we are adding them soon. But yes, we are aware that some firearm platforms require the bipods, without which they would be practically unusable, and other platforms really benefit from them. So we wish for them. We can't tell you if and when they are gonna happen.
That's fair enough, I think. For the scopes, is there still some performance drops when zoomed in?
That's more Johanny
Alright, we'll have
question
to-
than
we'll
us
see how that looks
question,
once we
but
get some more
yeah,
people
it's
coming
still
in and
picture in
chatting.
picture. So I guess that
All right.
would be still there.
I think what we'll do,
But
we'll get
yeah,
in, we'll get into
I,
game, guys.
I was listening to
we'll
Johanny,
get
and
some
basically we are trying
some rounds in
to
before I take it off.
mitigate all the
What do you guys
hiccups
think?
as we go. So
Mhm.
hopefully the performance drop doesn't mean that hey, my game turns into slideshow when I try
Yeah.
to use the scope.
Gotcha.
No fuck.
That was your plan?
That
All right. All right, now we know that this is always going to be the first issue right there. Is always bringing it up for the first time. All right, let's see what we've got. I think we were down to only one mission last go around, right? I think we were. Yeah, this UNLRA mission, and we had to do it at night, of course. Okay. We don't have nods, so we will apply those. And what time are we looking at? 10 o'clock. Yeah, we're gonna have to swap. All right. Well, back to the old main screen, and let's pick a time. And it's going to have to be this area. Let's see how bad of a leg we're going to get now. Guys, we're at 7 likes on YouTube. Thank you for the support over there, guys. Greatly appreciated. Not getting a whole lot of chat. Gordon did come into chat for a little bit. Gordon, are you still in here? Still hanging around? Hopefully we don't have any too bad of latency issues or connection issues or anything like that. It wasn't horrible. All right, so we will go to
Raven dispatched, moving to base camp.
Julie at 3 for this first go at it.
This is Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds.
All right. Yeah, so we do have set of Tiger Bay keys on us. And how are we looking on everything else? Still going out here?
We're getting close. 1 minute.
Probably should have taken those off. Yeah, especially these. Flash protection plus 20. I mean, they look cool, but...
Get ready. 30 seconds.
Ooh. That wasn't good. Alright, so where we're gonna go... it should be this spot. It's either right there, or it's actually probably right here, so we need to go.
Move out!
Alright. Turn that down just a tad. Bring it back to what we normally have it. There's a guy that usually hangs down. He'll walk over into the bushes here. See one standing right there. I want to make sure that there's going to be nobody at this spot right here. We'll grab that. Okay. We'll grab the glass. Well, yeah. we'll take them. I don't think those are a whole lot of value, but we'll see how much those ones are. The Wayfarer ones are like nothing. They're $16. Oh, he moved. Oh, I see him right there. Okay, I think we're good. I'm not seeing anybody else here. All right, so looking for a blue folder. Now, there are 2 other areas that we may have to check. And we're going to take that ammo. Yeah, it's not here, so my guess is we're gonna have to go to the other spots, the other locations. And we should be looking for a blue folder, is what we're looking for. Alright, well. Back to Julia 3 we go. Thank you for the 8th like on YouTube. That's greatly appreciated, guys. We are 2 more likes away from hitting the 10 goal like. Let's get there, shall we? All right, now there is that spot right there, and then there is one like way up there. So I guess what we're gonna do.
Exfil, confirmed. Raven en route to Juliet 3.
We're just gonna slowly make our way to all 3 of these points and see which one is gonna have this blue folder that we need.
Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA, 30 seconds.
I think we got some great changes coming up. Oh shoot!
I'm here. Move it. Go.
I'm coming. Don't leave.
Strap in. We're heading out.
All right, we're not flying that far, so we won't have any music on or anything like that. I mean, it's basically we're just hauling to these 3 spots because we don't have a whole lot of time. It's almost, I mean, it's probably going to be 2 o'clock by the time we get to or 2 in the morning in game by the time we get to the next checkpoint, which is right over there.
Go, go, go.
This is literally the only mission that we have right now. Try to get our stamina back under control here. Literally it, just the one guy. There it is. Finally. Alright. Yeah, so we can get out of here now. We'll take the bottle of water. We'll take the cash. Let's ski-daddle on out of here.
Roger, Raven is in the air and heading to Juliet 2.
All right, I don't know why the follower didn't work there, but thank you very much for coming, new follower there, generally. I don't know why it didn't come through though.
Raven reporting. I'm on my way. ETA 30 seconds.
Or maybe it did come on. Oh, you know what? That's right, because I don't... Oh, no, there should be a sound in there.
I'm at the LC. Hurry up and get in.
Come on, get on.
Get ready. We're moving out.
Yeah, no, there should have been a... There should have been a sound that came with that. I guess that I am gonna have to look into that. possible because I don't have it set to that. All right, let's see if that works. Well, at least after this, we can hop back over to a better server. We might want to repair that, see how much what we can get out of it. Or did we? I think we already repaired this one time, didn't we?
Approaching the LZ. 1 minute.
Alright, this is gonna be a test one, guys. I just want to make sure I can hear it. And then if I were to...
We're getting close. 30 seconds.
Switch that to that. Oh, I didn't even do the right one. No, it's still coming up.
And we're back. Home sweet home.
Alright, so we'll turn this in. And then just one mission. Investigate what happened to the recon team sent to the Blue Lagoon. $9 for those. Well, those are even cheaper than the Wayfarer ones. All right. So we'll swap back over. Oh, I just realized that we were still in that screen. Just guys, I'll get it swapped over here very soon. What the? Really? Fantastic. Well, apparently I need to accept it before I leave the server, apparently. All right. So we'll get back into this mode so you guys can see a little bit better. Repair, what would that bring me to? Oh, that's barely even going to do anything. We're just going to run that thing dry now, I guess. All right, so now we need to go to Blue Lagoon. Investigate what happened to the team. So yeah, we don't. They're not giving us the LZ, so we're gonna have to go to Julia 3 on this, which I'm fine with. It is what it is.
Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA 30 seconds.
Come on, there we go.
Raven on station and ready to pick you up. Ready up, we're taking off.
Probably should have gone to the other side. Alright. Let's see, where are we at? We still got a long ways to go. So we're going to go to Julia 3, and then we're going to have to basically follow this path all the way down. And we'll probably stick to the wood line as well until we hit Blue Lagoon. And the place we need to go to is pretty much right here-ish. Right there. And then from there, we'll pick up the LZs. I think what we'll do is we might just kind of quickly scoot across to pick up Kilo 2, come back, complete the mission, Kilo 1. Alright, I need to turn those notifications off. Hold on, guys. Alright, we should be good now. Where are we at? How much farther? Alright, we're not too far out. Are we gonna... Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we are gonna go over the lake.
Approaching the LZ. 30 seconds. Spread out.
Alright, we got to move. Oh, dang, there's 4 guys here. I was not expecting that many here. Maybe there was only 3. Yeah, I'm not really gonna be able to. I could probably try this part right here. There we go. Okay. So somebody's already been here. And there's no crimson here either. Man, okay. Oh, we're gonna need to cross here. He was looking right at me, didn't even shoot. Path just goes right through the bush. All right, hopefully we can pick it up here pretty soon. Because the LC should be like right there. Yeah, it's actually, no, it should be a little more over here. I'm just trying not to get caught out in the open, but we're gonna apparently have to push out here. There it is. Oh, it was more mid than I expected. I thought that was more higher up. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. How are we doing on this fine Thursday? Did you guys tune into the MFG's live stream? It might be still going, but it might be over now. We decided to hop into the game and leave their stream because they were more or less just kind of playing the game and answering questions. They were done. They were pretty much done discussing any of the new stuff that they were going to be talking about, which is the optimization and then the quality of life. I probably would have stuck around for the remainder of it, which was, it only would have been like another 30 minutes or so, but I don't have a whole lot of time to play today, so wanted to hop into the game. So here is, the road is right here to get up to the Blue Lagoon area. Just want to make sure we don't have anybody waiting for us. Alright, locate a suitable LZ, so we'll head over to Kilo 1. And then we'll be on our way shortly. Yes, it will let us up this way. Sweet. Yeah, so now we can head back and get this.
Negative. All birds are currently dispatched.
We got 5 seconds on one.
Exfil.
There it is.
Raven en route to Kilo 1. seconds.
I feel like I've been shrinking in this chair. Hold on. I feel like that's also raised up more than it normally is. Here.
Landing, get in, go! Strap in, we're heading out.
Nice. Solid run. Solid run. Probably drop down just a tad. Corn Hilo. Oh, Nerith is popping. Sir Ginger coming in. My guy, how are we doing? Welcome, welcome. How you doing on this fine day? Dude, what are your thoughts on what was discussed? Update announcement got me like, hey, it's close. I'm telling you, it's gonna be in May, all right? They're opening up the testing servers in April. I'm debating on maybe going forward and doing that.
1 minute.
Possibly. I think probably some of the top things that I'm taking away from this that's gonna be really nice is the smooth zooming with optics. That is going to be insanely nice. I'm loving that. The ability that when you get into engagements with the NPCs, they're going to be giving more indications on how injured they are, which is very nice. That's going to be very useful, I believe. Especially like, let's say if you get if you're going up against a few different NPCs, you can kind of tell which ones are the weak ones, or the ones that are going to be dying off, and the ones that are, you know, going to be in the fight for a bit. So that's going to be really nice. And also too,
Exfil, complete.
I mean, it's all awesome. I mean, we're gonna be getting another rep, so rep 4. New stuff, you know, new crates and stuff like that coming, so that's gonna be really nice. Eliminate 20 members. at Blue Lagoon and neutralize Mallow. Okay.
Raven dispatched. Moving to base camp.
We'll accept that. Got some trousers.
This is Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds.
Got the old M700.
Raven here. Ready to head out. Get ready. We're moving out.
Oh, I could have dropped those off. Well, dang it. I hope weather doesn't cause a huge performance hit. Just thinking about it, seemed like it was because more issues than day night, the day and night one. Well, I mean, they did discuss that they are going to be making it easier for people that don't have, better systems to be able to play the game. So, probably going to be having maybe potentially some more graphics setting adjustments. They might add some new ones for the weather side of it. It would, because I can't type. Hey, no worries, Ginger. I'm in the same boat at times. So that's nice to see. That they're gonna be making it easier for others to play the game. Or even maybe those who can play the game but have it at low graphics, maybe make it a little bit easier for them to have maybe a little bit better graphics without hitting their system too hard. That would be nice to see. All right, so we just gotta get 20 kills and then neutralize Mallow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having more ability, more access to crates and stuff like that for gear and whatever. And the fact that we can buy it from the vendor, that is nice too. Instead of having to, like right now, we have to wait until we get a certain mission that gives us a crate, like a med crate, a gear crate, a weapons. We have to wait for that stuff. It's going to be nice that we're not going to have to wait on that anymore. I just want to see.
Emotional damage.
I didn't know we were having emotional damage. Is that?
Emotional damage.
Well, let's mute that real quick.
Approaching the LZ.
All right, I want to see some real quick, guys. I hope they lock brightness soon to make MVGs more needed. They said that they would, just hope soon. With the weather, the dynamic weather coming in, that is going to.
We're getting close.
They've said that
30 seconds.
depending on the type of weather, it's going to affect the brightness at night. Oh, and add an ad break. Okay, I'll hold up. Let me know when you're back. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Guys, I'm still learning. Bear with me. Come over here more. God dang, dude, just unloaded. Why is it still coming up? That should not be coming up. I deactivated it, dang it. Die, maybe? Only thing I was able to hear was when they add weather in. Okay, yeah. So when they add the weather, right, the dynamic weather, they said that it will affect. It will affect the brightness at night depending on what kind of weather you're being hit with. So, like, if you're getting hit with a pretty nasty storm, it's obviously, you know, would bring like dark clouds, something you'd see in real life, and it will, you know, darken the night to where, you know, nods are going to be vital at that point. Like, you won't be able to see, especially in woods. Like, if you're in a wooded area, you're not going to be able to see at all. You know, with the, you know, depending on that type of weather that you're going to be dealing with. I'm going to take the snake wine. It's pretty nice. We're going to take the civilian gauze. Do we have any keys laid around? No, but we do have a drink. Okay. I did already check the scout. Yeah, I did. Beautiful. Beautiful shots. We'll take those kind of shots all day. What in the actual was that? You can still adjust brightness, though, right? Some people are changing outside of a game on their GPU control panel. Oh yeah, you could definitely do that. You know, depending on what you're using, like NVIDIA, like if you use the NVIDIA system app to help out, or you know, in whatever system you're you know, control panel, whatever device you're using. I don't think in game you can really adjust it all that much. And it said this is being done because of the major day/night update. I mean, I don't really think there's like too many problems with the day/night cycle. You know, obviously things are in a work in progress. I think for, you know, the things, the you know, some of the things that need to be worked on and updated, I mean, they're doing one hell of a job with the game. It's, you know, especially with its, you know, the current state that it's in. All right. I have no idea where that guy is shooting from. Snag that. That's not what we need right now, but we will need. We will be coming back for that in the future for another mission. See, what am I at? 12 of 20? Okay. Not really a fan of how this guy was looking over here. I don't know what faction to choose next swipe. If Mithras is still top chosen, I'm definitely picking another one so I can get more PvP encounters. Yeah, PvP seems to be a pretty big big pick for sure. He went down with like a sack of potatoes. Come on, give me something good. There he is, I see him. Like that too, there's two of them. Oh, god dang it. What's your YouTube name? It is Ghost Reaper. God dang it, dude. That sucks.
Raven, wheels up for base camp.
I should have been standing there in one spot. I should have been
Raven
doing
here,
that.
I'm moving out. ETA 30 seconds.
But that's on me, though.
Raven, wheels down and ready to load. Ready up, we're taking off.
All right. Thank you for the sub there, Ginger. I don't know why that I don't know why the alert did not go through. Or not the alert, but the sound. I saw the sub there, though. I don't know why the Twitch chat is now deciding to not want to pop up. Man, I'm just having all kinds of issues, aren't I? Oh, I could have dropped all that stuff out too. Chat test. Yeah, I see your chat there. It's just not wanting to show up in the chat box on screen. I don't know what's going on with that now. All of a sudden, that doesn't want to work. They were showing up earlier. I want to see if it's just hiding somewhere on here. Oh, my lord. Okay, hold on. Come on, climb up there. Have you used the knife on anyone? I never get a chance. No, I tried doing that when I first started this challenge. First run into Bongza, I tried to sneak up on a dude to get him so I can get his so then I could get his weapon. But dude got alerted, so I did not get the chance to. Saw another guy standing over here. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. All right, we've got to be getting close to the kill count. Yep, I just need one more. Okay, that was just a passing bird. go. Mission accomplished. You know what? Move all that into here. Let's do a quick browse and make sure we're not going to be leaving anything behind that would be useful to bring back, like keys or anything. Ooh, that would be nice to have. Let's see how we could do this. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. We'll check these guys real quick. There it is. There's a key. So that's the shack key. I found computer zombies before. Ooh. Move that there. We got Forbidden Lemons coming in. What's going on? We got 10 likes on YouTube. Thank you very much for the 10 likes, ladies and gentlemen. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for that, guys. What's going on, Lemons? How's the raids going? Third? Going pretty good so far. Not too bad. We died once here at Lagoon, and we're just coming back in to finish what we started. There he is. Alright, he should be dead now. Lemons, did you tune into MFG's stuff or live stream today? Got another shack key. We don't need it because we already got one in pocket. And pocket's already full anyways. Alright, now we should be good. Call it in now.
Raven, wheels up for Kilo 1. This is Raven, arriving shortly near your position. ETA, 30 seconds.
Yeah, still a bunch of dudes at Nerith here.
I'm here, move it, go! Strap in, we're heading out.
Oh, dude, we got zombified in here? What? All right. Yeah, I don't know why the chat box is not working right now. Give me a second here. Let's see what I can figure out. Try to adjust this just a little bit, if I remember right. Oops. Dial that back just a little bit. And then I need to bring this out to a little bit more.
We're getting close. 1 minute.
Oh, yep. I know why. I can't believe I
Get
didn't
ready.
think-
30 seconds.
get this one mission turned in real quick. Bear with me, everybody. Nice. Now we've got 2 new missions. One for Handshake, one for Banshee. Both are nighttime missions. So that's Sawmill, and this is at the airfield. Delta 3 has 2 suspicious dudes. Oh, it's already right there. Okay.
2 hackers. 2 hackers are there. Guaranteed. If you've been killed by I'm not sorry, just know he's happy.
All right. If anybody is on Twitch, if you could quickly just drop a comment real quick. I want to make sure that this is
Trump or some shit, just know they're happy.
going to be working here.
Don't worry.
Actually, why don't I just do it? Here we go. All right, there it is. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, come on, really? All right, we'll do that real quick. And I feel like those could actually probably be bigger. All right, let's do another comment. I'm just going to repeat what I just put. Alright, yeah, that's too much. I'm just gonna copy, paste. Gonna keep going until we get this corrected, guys. Alright, we'll do that, and then here's what we're going to do. I didn't even... Alright, we'll do that, and then here's what we're going to do. I didn't even... Oh, there you go. I'm hearing myself. I don't like that. Stop it. We need to move this. Behind all of that. Actually, before I just mess things up, let's just do this little number. Nah, no, cause yeah, cause we need that open. Well, shoot. I don't know. I'll figure it out another day, guys. I will have to figure it out another day. Another day. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are going to end the stream. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, it was going to be a shorter one. And then also, too, you know, we did tune into MFG's stream for a bit just to hear more about what the plans are for the 0.3 update coming, Winds of War, with the optimization and quality of life. And I am pleased, guys. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys are as well. If you did not check it out, make sure you go swing over and check out the video. They talked about a lot of great things coming. Shout out to Janelli. Hold on. I think it says Rooney, but hold on. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly here. Janelli Roomy2 coming in as a brand new follower on Twitch. Thank you for that. And then a shout out to Sir Ginger. Popped over to YouTube and hit that sub button. That is greatly appreciated, guys. I love the support and appreciation from all of you, each and every single one of you. And thank you for being patient today, and be patient in the future as I work through the new overlay system that I have created. I am still learning new stuff and working through it. So hopefully by the next stream we'll have things a little bit better. But yeah, not too bad of a stream. We got some missions done, which is awesome. So until next time, guys, as always, I would love for you to stay safe, take care, and bye-bye. That was kind of weird. Stay safe, take care, and bye-bye.